Now, she's definitely a witness. She's a little line on Marty Marl because Marty Marl wasn't around. I know that for a fact, but that's one of your witnesses. I mean, I don't know. I know she's one of the 8. That's a fact. We want every side to come together to attempt to take down the 100 side.
Man, they gotta understand.
We want all the smoke.
We go off the content.
Three, 2, 1. Hey there, welcome back to the channel where we keep it real. No capping. I'm your host, bringing you nothing but straight fire and authenticity. Today, we're diving into 12 rooms that I got to promote. The 100 ENT showroom, hosted by Big Wack100. The Beehive room. Love and R&B room, hosted by the Queen of the 100 side, R&B. No room for the weak. No Mercy room. Spin the Block room. 100 ENT Jake Break Squad room. 100 ENT South room. Petty Betty and Toxic Tanya room. Dangerous Minds room, hosted by Beast. Good Burger, hosted by Pitbull. Sleepless in LA, and many more. If you want to get closer or you want to be a part of the show, go to Clubhouse, follow one of these rooms, or you look for a room titled with Wack100. These particular videos all made possible by the one and only Wack100. Get ready to vibe with me as we explore the hardest topics that need some real recognition in the streets. Let's jump right into it and show some love to this channel by hitting the like and or subscribe button. So, without further ado, hold it down. One mic on Wack.
That's crazy. The nigga tell you about Luce County. Luce County working with the feds, but then turn around and want to put you with Luce County on the caper. Yeah, and while we was working out the deal, he was like, man, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. Oh, no. Yeah, because somebody told me that was saying you fell behind on some crazy shit, like 1,000 a day to keep him in his schools away, right? I'm like, 1,000 a day. I said, man, Monster might have been doing some business with him and cut him into something. Because one thing I know, Monster, you ain't no street nigga, but you keep the streets around you. So you ain't got to do that with nobody. Yeah. I know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I told niggas that, I said, nah, bro ain't no gangbang or nothing. I said, but he got real with him. You know, the dad ain't gonna let that go on. If I heard about it, yeah. You know, I'm like, nah. Bro, you see when they called me about that move, I told my people, nah, bro, leave that alone. Monster don't do nothing to nobody, bro. I guess you had a mansion or something in the hills or something. Something you had. Yeah. You had a Paperw, which for my neighborhood supposed to be, and a constant crib playing security. Yeah. And I guess whatever he came at you for, you wasn't willing to do or couldn't do it all the way. So now his whole thing is he was trying to get some niggas to go up in there not knowing he talking to them niggas. So they putting the team together and then they come to me to try to finalize the team. I'm like, who? I'm like, nah, bro, don't do that, bro. Cannon the one he shit. Cannon went. Oh, you see what I'm saying? I'm the one. That's how you know I ain't bullshit, Cannon. We ain't never talked about this. Now, well, he did it way better than that. He was just like, yo, he got whatever. So niggas came and they left the house, do whatever they needed to do, but when we came back, the whole wine cellar was going, laptops with music, these are IDs and shit, it was crazy. Now watch this, Monster. Me and Luce ain't never told me nothing about this shit. Monster, Luce ain't never told me nothing about nigga. But even back then, I told niggas, leave that alone, bro. Dude, Monster don't nobody, bro. He cool, leave the nigga alone, bro. I didn't did nothing but good business with him, bro. Y'all don't even that. And they pulled back because see, he was taking too far. I'm like, yo, bro, leave dude alone. Dude ain't. I was talking to somebody the other day, right? And I was talking about like how niggas ain't opening no stores or they're not opening nothing, and it's like I've been knowing nigga like if they open up another marathon store, like they have to pay that tax. That's why I know niggas the same, and that's why I know people ain't opening shit and can't say something. his spot, Nipsey spot. It came up when one investor was like, yo, somebody might get buy it. Big U texted me and said, Wack, see if you can get your team to get it for me. I got it all on my phone, bro. When Nipsey died, he tried to get me to go sue the estate. I wouldn't do it. It's all on my phone. I'm like, bro, the nigga was just alive. You was with him every other day. Why you ain't get at him? That's his kids and shit. What you about to bigger than the program? He just don't want nobody to get bigger than him. Like anybody that's going on the rise, something to hold them back. So that's something on their name. Do this, do that, and like that soda rock and have the handshake, man. That shit get Yo, you ain't never heard the nigga tell you about the nigga with Nipsey told the police if anything happened to me, cuz did it. Talking about one of his homies, and since then they was making me pay $1,500, $2,000 a month. All that comes from you. A lot of the reasons why people be mad at you about the Nipsey shit, I was just telling this nigga Jay Reed, that's because Wack knows shit about Nipsey that's not respected. That you don't feel the same way. You don't feel the same way. And the older women, you was one of the few people that he respected, that he could talk and actually listen. You don't listen to nobody. Nobody around him. Whatever niggas got going on, nigga, we put something together for 150,000. We go. Sometimes I see this person. Big legit person.
Hey, Monster, that's true, gentlemen. You let him use his brain, everything goes to shit.
He go because, bro, he don't got no brain. He had 8 niggas on the phone and sit there and let everybody else do it. So for free. The nigga want to buy a soap for 60,000. Man, my nigga, like any little thing, it's crazy, bro. Crazy again, it's free. I mean, the crazy part about it is, I'm telling you right now, whatever he got going on with you is open. The shit he got going on when they picked him and his wife up is open. And he got a motherfucking indictment coming out of Vegas on the body. All 3 of these things. And that nigga ain't been in damn court date. If you still dealing with him, you's a goddamn fool. Do what you want, but I'm letting you know. Man, I've been so out the way, man. Wow. Man. Get this gas so quick. But shit, Wack, I'm gonna tap in with you, OG. My number's still the same. I ain't changed it.
So, I'm very familiar. That's why, Prince, when you was reading the paperwork, this is how I'm able to piece everything together. That's Monster. That's the one the FBI was giving the money to. When they was dummy, you kept pressuring. But he want to blame me. He want to blame me. That content come from way last year, October 15th.
That nigga Monster sitting on that phone call knowing the whole while he a goddamn informant, acting like he don't know what's going on. Whole time.
Hey, yo, Ghost.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Where's Bending? What's
I'm
up,
here,
homie?
bro.
What's up? I hear you got some. What's up? We had a comment. What's up? What you got on your mind, homie?
What's good, bro? Again, I just wanted to come time in. I ain't calling you no snitch, no shit like that.
Man, you can call what you want. We having a conversation.
I'm just asking a question. I ain't trying to
go ahead. I'm listening.
I'm just saying, right? You a well-known dude. A lot of people from majority of these guys that's taken down fuck with you. Actually, you actually made no jumper type pop more than usual people. Some of the stuff you talk about, or better yet, these people talk about on these shows is the reason why they saying they went down.
Well, hold on, brother. Have you been in here all day? You know this investigation been going since 2021, right? You do know 8 of his homeboys, this driver's right-hand man, is the one that told the police when they left L.A., when they went to Vegas, where they went to grab the nigga, where they dumped him at, right? You know all that's in the... You know we got the full indictment paperwork, right?
I got you on that.
You do know the dude that was just on the phone
that they got all the wiretaps of him pressuring to a point to where the feds was giving that dude the money to give to this bozo, right? You do know that, right?
Somewhat, yeah.
I know somewhat. No, nigga, it's a
But
superseding indictment. Send the documents, right? So this is, they got sex trafficking. I didn't know about the sex trafficking. He got a murder. He got extortion. I guess some tax evasion. Some wire fraud. So at the end of the day, when I got the call March 3rd, I was told, don't say nothing. So let me ask you something. They said, Wack, don't say nothing. This is the family. They gonna make an arrest at the end of March, top of April. The police don't want nobody to say nothing. So Brandon, should I have been quiet?
Of course you should have been quiet, but that was not my question.
I'm saying I should have been quiet and just didn't say nothing. Just let them sneak attack the nigga.
No, I'm not talking about that situation. I'm talking about overall. Like, you a known cat. These cats don't got what you got. You got a
Well, the other
platform.
shit we talked about was his snitch contracts with the police department. If you got a nigga in your hood, you from Harlem, right? You from Harlem?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You from East or West Side?
Oh, I'm from like Harlem, so it's like East and
Okay,
West.
well,
It's no separation like that.
there's definitely a separation. DJ K-Slay, my brother, nigga from East River Projects, nigga, off of First Street. He from East Side.
Yeah, but he
So,
on the West too. He be on the West.
but he from East Harlem. That's a fact. So, nigga, either you from whatever it is,
Harlem
right?
is small, Wack. It's only
So,
50
but
blocks.
you
Like,
can't tell
not
me
that
nothing
big.
about no Harlem. Didn't I tell you K-Slay, my brother, pay a mansion tax out there right now today? You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So what I'm trying to tell you is this, right? If you got something coming down the pipe and you don't know it's coming, would you want a nigga to let you know?
100%.
Okay.
But
If there was a nigga in your neighborhood working with the mother police precinct assigned BlackBerry phones to call in and tell them about the activity going on the blocks, and you got a hold of a contract, a nigga got over the contract, would you want him to let the community know?
Wack, all that's true what you're saying. But
Oh, okay. Well, I'm
that's not
listening.
my question. That was not my question, Wack.
Well, I'm listening to you, because that's
My
all I
question.
did.
No, I'm saying as far as you as being a big name as you is, like, you
Mm-hmm.
got big name. These people that's getting next to you, they still in the streets doing street shit, and they getting up here trying to be on content, getting on no jump, and trying to get in your lane. So you
Who's still
show.
in the street doing street shit?
I'm saying as far as with the indictment, all these people going down.
Well,
I'm
them ain't
saying
my people. What do you mean? Which
you
one you
ain't been
talking about?
saying that people conversate with you a lot, like these dudes
Yeah,
getting
but
on
who you talking about?
the people that's locked up right now. All right,
What about them
Luce
people?
Cannon was one of your boys, right? He
Okay,
was one
Luce
of your boys.
Cannon owns 62 Airbnbs and got 3-4 mansions and
I
a
got that.
couple
Wait, all
businesses.
I'm asking, I'm
That's
just
what I
asking the
listen.
question.
That's my conversation and communication with Luce Cannon when it comes to business and some television here or there. That's it. What a nigga doing in their pastime or free time, that's what that man is doing, bro. What you want me to do?
I'm asking you the simple question: do you think that by them thinking they could get in your lane and having these kind of conversations, would they be in this type of situation? That's just a question.
It seems to me like whatever they got going on got something to do with some whole other type of shit. I mean, this is entertainment. I can get on and tell you I robbed 13 niggas,
That's a
hit
fact.
7 banks, went over there to the Hamptons and broke into 7 houses, nigga, and came up with the top of line pearls. And I got Jay-Z's mother Lex, nigga. I caught him slipping at his spot down there
Right.
and on the Lower East Side, right? I can say all that, right?
Right.
And the blogs to pick it up and say Wack100 says he robbed and he got this and this, that, right?
Right.
Is that entertainment? Does that mean it's true?
No, it doesn't. But
Oh, okay.
but what
I
I'm saying
can't
is you
I
you
can't
on this
stop
side
a
of
mother. I'm not, listen, there's no AI programming. When I sit a nigga down, I don't know where he going with his conversation. Only thing I can control is where I'm going with my conversation. You get what I'm saying? They get tired of me talking about my wife. They get tired of me talking about how good she is to me, how many times we make love. They get tired of it. But guess what? They can't stop me from saying what I'm gonna say. So are you telling me I supposed to? I don't know, nigga. I gonna say before he say it.
that's what I'm saying to you. I said I know what you mean is true. Like, none of that stuff got to be true. But the people that's trying to get in the lane of being content creators, being streamers, They trying to do whatever it takes to get that clout, and they speaking on stuff that the public don't know about. And so
Well,
now
you
this,
know, a lot of times in the space of being a content creator, that's what attracts attention. When you can talk about things that people don't know about. When me and Reggie Wright come in here, or I bring guys like the Realest in here, and they tell you, well, Tupac didn't write that song, he didn't write that song, that's what happened, that's not Suge real son, that's not that. That's the type of things that are attractive to people, is the shit they don't know about.
yeah, but now we can see that that stuff that people don't know about has some validity to it, and now all of a sudden these people are going down. Not saying you causing nobody to
What
say
people,
anything.
bro? You got
These people in the indictment, I don't want to name everybody,
two
but you see,
people on there that do shit. Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon. Bricc Baby got a robbery case. What the f got to do with podcast?
I'm saying they sitting next to you trying to get your fame.
Bricc Baby, I ain't never seen that man a day in my life.
Again, I think
I've
you made
never
no.
seen
Did you
that
not make
man a
no
day
jumper
in my
pop?
life.
Did you make no jumper numbers go up? Was do you
Bricc Baby was at no jumper before me, my nigga. I
Yeah, but it
came,
wasn't jumping like when you got there.
but I never seen this man a day in my life, nigga. What I look like, Jesus, nigga? You think I'm God, nigga? I don't believe in them. You think I'm responsible for a podcaster around me? I've never seen Bricc Baby a day in my life. 85% of his content is slandering me. So what are you saying?
I'm saying this. Do you think if none of this was on no podcasts and none of this on this content, would
I
there be
haven't seen the
indictment?
robbery on the podcast. I think the robbery was turned in because the Big U lined the nigga up and it was some video or some shit like that. I haven't seen the robbery on the podcast. Did you see the robbery on the podcast? I haven't seen the robbery on the podcast.
But listen, Jim was on a phone conversation with somebody. Somebody went to jail, and everybody called him and said he was ratting.
Jim is a rat. What do you mean? You
The
know why
phone
we call?
conversation.
Do you know why we call Jim a rat? Well, let me tell you why I call Jim a rat. I'm very good friends with a guy that tells you he's a rat. He's a guy named Daniel Hernandez, 6'9". 6'9" is my friend. I'll tell you that. I do business with him, all that. This is my guy. Real funny guy, right? We traveled together, got money together. We did a few things together. Some people may not like it, but hey, I don't like some things people do, right? So, when 6'9" tells me on this app, Jim Jones was the number 2 behind me. If I didn't get on the stand, he was next. What you mean? And he puts up an audio. And I listen to that audio. And I hear what's being said in that audio. And that man tells me he was never took it to the precinct, questioned by the feds or nothing. And I know that you got to go in and authenticate that audio for it to be played in a federal trial. At that point in time, I'm going to look at Jim Jones a certain way, wouldn't you?
Right. Only reason I
That
asked
was
this
a
question because I seen your
wiretap.
name being mentioned in Paperw. Oh, Wack name is. I'm like, why?
You ain't never seen my name being
No,
mentioned.
meaning I'm not saying you talking. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like when you
We
read
are
it,
the
say, oh,
exposers. If it's paperwork there, it is public record, and we will expose your ass. I don't give who you are. Are you telling me you got a problem with us reading paperwork that's public record against a rapist, a pedophile,
no,
or a rat? Is that what
no,
you
that's not
telling
what
me?
I'm saying.
Okay,
That's
what are
not
you
what I'm saying.
telling me?
I'm telling you, just based on the type of content that you engage in, a lot of people don't understand that it's for entertainment, and they try to get into that, and they saying and speaking on real shit that's been really happening, and now it's like they getting indicted for it. It's like I don't know.
Well,
It's
I'm
people.
looking at 19 people on the indictment. Only 2 people I've seen work the podcast field is Bricc. It's 3: Big U, Bricc Baby, and Luce Cannon. Big U done got up there and he lies and he say this and justice for Nips and laugh. One minute he say, I wasn't even in town when Nipsey got killed. Then he says, we was around the corner, we got the phone calls, our phones went off, and we flew up there 100 deep. That's what he said. I ain't tell him to say that. He said that.
Hey,
Because
Wack,
guess
you
what?
a genius, my nigga.
Hold on. It ain't no law against you being in town, out of town, or around the corner. Bottom line is, nobody can prove he had nothing done in this hustle. Luce Cannon could get up there and tell whatever tales he wanted to tell. Rick Ross, Meek Mills, or none of them dudes has never filed a report saying he took anything from him. Those things is not gonna stick. And unfortunately, I don't see nobody fucking with Howard Stern, with goddamn Denzel Washington when he played Crooked Cop. Did the feds book Denzel Washington when he entertained us on Training Day?
Obviously not.
Oh, okay. So what's the problem?
But listen, on when Vlad did an interview with
Mm-hmm.
ARF from Philly, and he
Mm-hmm.
started talking about certain stuff, he ended up getting indicted for that,
No, let
right?
me ask you something. No, that's not right. Let me explain something to you, bro. If you like to blame some shallow shit, nigga, do you think the feds picked it up from Vlad or he said?
They didn't even
Do you
use
want?
Vlad
Do you want
ARF.
to go to play? You niggas be weird. Want to put ain't got nothing to do with nothing. We just got this call from the family March 3rd, 2025. The indictment paperwork said it started 2021. That's 4 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 4 years ago the investigators started. And his right man and this dude all have cooperated and told the police in 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024 what they part was, what did what happened what. Nigga, the paperwork to unseal the indictment. Let me see how smart you work. The paperwork to unseal the indictment is March 17th. Do you really think that investigation started March 3rd?
No, I do not. That's not what I'm saying, though.
Okay.
I'm asking you,
So,
do you think these contents create situations for people in the future coming? Like, forget this
man,
case,
look at the each
going
his
forward.
own, bro. The each his own. I might go up that motherfucker and tell a nigga, I skydive from the moon. Nigga, y'all can't with me. Now, if a nigga could get to the moon and attempt to skydive down, don't blame me for it. Luther for getting to the moon.
Hey, Unc, you seen this coming, Unc?
I've been telling them it's coming. I've been
Yeah,
telling
you
them it's
did.
coming. I've been telling y'all there's a rat. I've been telling y'all he working. Y'all heard me talking to line the nigga up, right? Period. See, I do square business with people.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you come with my life, you're not gonna see no breaking of the law. You come for my life, and at that point, I'm gonna defend myself and my loved ones with all I got. And I
Mm-hmm.
gotta get violent, whether it's with a stick, a knife, whether I don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something gonna happen. But y'all can't get mad at me because he's a bozo. He's the bozo. This nigga was extorting a nigga for $1,000 for 2 years to a point the feds was giving money to give to the. He got a in the middle, man. I got a partner over there in the trenches named Heem, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm never taking Heem to go kill him, right? That's not Heem. Taking nothing from Heem, but that's not what Heem does. If Heem get his ass under the light and they saying, we giving you 50 years because you drove Wack over here and he jumped out and Heem didn't know I was going to do that, Heem is going to do what a civilian does. He's going to do what my son would do, right? That's on this for taking a nigga like Vay, who I've been knowing 25 years, who's a regular dude, old man that like to coach Pop Warner football, and taking this on murder missions and extortion missions. And when the police press play for Vay to hit what they had him on, he gave him the murder. Now, you know what I did? When the family called me and said, Wack, they found his DNA under my son's fingernails, the one he left dead in the field. But don't say nothing. They gonna pick him up this month of April. What I did, I come to Clubhouse. I
Mm-hmm.
grabbed Tink. I told Tink to run murder mysteries. As she ran murder mysteries, I pressed play on the voices that Big you know to be the son to the child to live with him, who they saying he's supposed to murder, and let them hear them voices say, the feds called us and told us they found Big U's DNA under my brother's fingernails, and they gonna come pick him up this month. I just gave you a warning.
And you were wife before that.
And I texted his wife before that. So
So I
I'm
guess what
trying
you're
to
saying is,
understand
mm-hmm.
what you want me to do. I don't know what you want
Hey,
me to
hey,
do.
Wax.
So I'm guessing this is the last question. So
What
I'm
do you
guessing,
want me to do? You want me to go Martin Luther King on podcast? Ain't gonna happen. It's gonna affect my numbers.
I got you. So
I ain't doing that shit.
I guess what you're saying is that if you into the streets and you doing all this real street shit, stay off of the internet, stay off these podcasts, stay off these talk joints, right?
I suggest that you create a character, right? And you become that character. 607 He lies about everything. He puts everything on his mama. He got dope fiend ways, bug eyes, some crazy looking teeth. He'll tell you, nigga, dog is a cat and the cat is a dog, and Jesus come down on my mama, nigga. Tonight, me and Jesus gonna holler on my mama, and I'm still got Aguilar 3 minutes ago on my mama. And y'all sit there and watch this nigga for 50, 60,000 views. Ain't nobody getting mad at him, which is you gonna go, what? It's a character.
Stop playing with me.
So, what they got Loose Cannon tied up with?
Well, it looked to me like Big U told him that he pulled a robbery on the dude, this dude Dale, aka Monster, right? But I told Luce Cannon because when he came to Luce told him, I know you've been lying to us. I ain't with you. He put Luce Cannon in the streets because Big U he don't do that. That ain't what he do. You have never heard of a story of Big U doing anything violent personally to anybody. See, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. There's another twist coming to this story. Big U's not the gunman. Do I know who the gunman is? Of course I know who the gunman is. But I'm gonna let them tell you about it. Because Big U is gonna tell on the gunman. And when Big U tells on the gunman, then all of y'all gonna have a change of heart. Because the individual he has to tell on, he's not supposed to tell on. We're going to sit back and watch it unfold. But don't get mad at me that his partner, Vay, who we tried to make a gang member at 57, who we had driving him around, extorting people, taking him to do mercy in the paperwork. We reading the paperwork. We've been reading it all day. The trenches in the 100 side been controlling the hallway. 5, 6, 800 over here, 152, 300 over there. We've been controlling the hallway. Nephew and them running their content. We running this West Coast content, right? But we're reading the paperwork. This indictment, right? These are phone taps. We're reading what's on the wiretaps. We're reading what his homeboys have told the police about him. That's all we doing.
And we've been knew Bricc Baby was a rat too with that
You
little
remember
Dirk
when
in
he
them
got caught with
situation.
the K 2023?
And told on Dirk in them.
Dirk sealed. We looking at that sealed file. So niggas get mad and they say, how y'all knew? Because we sit here, we analyze it, we discuss it. We got teams, we got spies, we got exposure squad over here, and we break this shit down and we give our opinion and we sit back. And then when it comes out, all of a sudden we the police. No, nigga, we read what's on the internet. We got a brain.
The difference is these over here, they loyal to the 100 side. They don't work for no FBI. They got the same job. They do the same to FBI, but they loyal to us over here.
Whack.
That's
Get the
it.
text.
Yo, you got some. Look, all day we been in here running this shit, and all day the new shit keep popping up. It keep
Whack.
popping
Bricc
up.
Baby no good.
I told y'all that. What you got? All right, look, we gonna turn this shit back over to Prince. We gonna let you tell us how Bricc Baby ain't no good. Brendan, how you say your name, brother? Benedict. All right, Benedict Arnold. That's you, nigga. Benedict. That's you.
Why
right?
gotta be Benedict?
I mean, nigga, that's what it is. That's what I'm gonna remember you by. Anything else, I'm gonna forget you.
Come
Nigga,
on.
turn it into a character, nigga. I'll drop the Arnold and just hit you with the Benedict, nigga. There you
All
go.
right, gang. We
You
gonna
know what I'm
build.
saying? You
Good talking
cool,
to
you
you.
can maintain. Join the conversation. What you just popped up on Bricc Baby. Content been contenting all day. I got my family, the trenches in the building. A bunch of us in the building. Prince, what does pop bump up on Bricc Baby? What we got? Oh, he's lost for words. This is gonna be f***ed up.
If you go to page 11
on
the Big U indictment, right?
Yeah.
It reads, give me 1 second to get there. Go to footnote 2, right? Footnote 2 states, Mitchell is the subject of a separate sealed indictment pending in case number 225 Charlie Romeo
that's
00132. That's not Dirt.
Who is that? That's somebody else?
That's somebody else. That case referenced to a drug case out of New Jersey.
There you go. See, listen, don't get mad at us. Benedict, Are you still here, Mr. Benedict?
Yo, I'm here, bro.
See that? You see how? See, look, we reading out the indictment paperwork, bro. So you know what they gonna tell us? We the police because we know how to read. Listen, man, we got some scholars over here. We got some crazies over
I
here.
don't think nobody calling you police though.
Uh, hey, bro, I'm just saying.
I
Listen,
don't
man.
think. As I'm saying, you got to correct that. I don't think people calling you the
I'm
police at
just
all.
saying, Benedict. So you telling me this a drug case out of Jersey? I wonder, does that tie into Sue Surf them situation?
Could be. I mean, if you got the if
Well,
it's
we
some
got
stuff.
the paperwork to tie Big U over there. We know he lined them out the
Well, you
gate.
know
We got
they don't always put everything out. They always keep stuff back. They throw out stuff to make people start talking. But you know that's how
yeah,
they play.
this is bad work.
You
This is
don't think
bad
so?
work.
That's how they play.
Oh
They
no,
put
I
out
know
stuff first.
so. I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
so.
So that's what I'm saying. Like they
But
put out
Prince,
some stuff.
let's
Yeah.
pick up from where we was at. Was
Okay.
we on the wiretaps? Because it's gonna get juicy. I hear you in there talking about what he want to do to me. Told a miraculous
Wait,
story about what happened with me. Let's get back to this shit on what was going on where we left off. We
give
got
me,
800.
give me, give me 2 minutes, Wack. I think we're trying to match the Big U indictment with the Rule 60 indictment with this telling indictment. Give me two to get there.
Oh, see, this bad work. This is what I'm saying. But y'all get mad at us because we know how to figure shit out. Shit, man. Just the other day, the last 4 days, we got our brother King Cav on the trenches. I don't know what happened. We had a transgender King Cav, a lot of beautiful women. Actually, shit, bunches of beautiful women from what we found out. But it went 3-4 days of content. I didn't like the shit, but I'm like, well, shit. Nephew and them can't shut the room down. Motherfuckers keep popping up talking about I'm baby number this and I'm baby number that and I'm baby number this. They having the conversation. I mean, shit. You know, you can't get mad because people want to bring the content to certain floors. This is why the 100 side of the trenches work so well. We come over here, the trenches ain't got the motherfucking patience be fucking with this shit. Listen, man, what's happening with the bitch ass nigga? Can we get him in here? So, what we doing the breakdown shit, it happens over here. We want to get a nigga in here, we take his ass down there. And then if you think you're gonna hide somewhere in between, you're gonna get smashed. That's just how it worked. We took this Clubhouse app and we kind of, made it into what we wanted to be. But I'm trying to figure out, brother, I think you telling me you want me to start telling the podcast people what not to talk about.
No, that's not what I'm
I
saying at all.
can't do that.
That's not what I'm
Cap,
saying.
stop talking about the white people, Cap. That's it. I don't want to hear no Israel Bible
That ain't
verses,
gonna
none of
happen.
that
Yeah,
shit.
that ain't gonna happen.
You see what
That
happens?
ain't
What
gonna
the fuck
happen.
you want me to do?
Yeah, that ain't gonna
That's
happen.
not what
What you
we
want
say.
me
Gonna
to do?
happen.
That's not
He
what we.
wants you to control what niggas say, Wack. That's
Nah,
what he
that's not
want.
what
He
we
wants
Yeah,
you
saying
to
what
at
you
control
all.
want
what
me to
niggas say.
do?
Nah, that's
Yeah,
not
like
what we
what the
saying
fuck
at
is
all.
that, man?
That's not what we saying. It's like it's like certain shit. You come from the street, or you come from the block. People know
Yeah,
that
but
like certain
man
shit.
is
You speak on.
man though.
What you want me to
I,
do, bro?
I know, but Whack, you've
I
been in
could
the
see if
game.
they was up under Wack, you might have a better argument. These men is men.
I
Man, I
understand that.
can't shit.
I'm saying you come from the streets. You know the streets is different from the internet,
And you
and
know
these
who else
dudes,
come from the
these dudes are
streets?
trying
The
to.
niggas that was talking. They
That's
come
a
from the
fact.
streets too.
But Whack, you fake
Like you
you.
can't like what I don't like is like what you the way you talking is like you trying to pin it on Wack. Like he's supposed
I
to be
didn't say
like
that.
this
I did
month.
not say
That
that.
no, you ain't saying it, but you saying it.
I'm not saying that at
You
all.
is
I'm
saying
saying
it.
for the
Like you
people.
making it seem like this is all on Wack. Like he's supposed to
Can I
control
finish
these
talking to
niggas.
Wack for a second? I was just saying, yo, Wack, I'm saying to you, right? These dudes trying to get in
He
your
don't like
No,
that
lane.
that's
shit, Wack.
definitely
He
what
You
ain't
know
they
what I'm
like
saying? They
that.
saying
trying to
in the
get in your
comments,
lane,
Go
though.
ahead.
right?
He ain't like that part, Wack.
No,
He
they
ain't like
not. Let me tell you something.
No,
They're not trying to get in my lane. They are coming in creating their own lane. You get what I'm saying? I'm not looking to make podcasts or the YouTube like a. It's just something I do to fuck around. It's a tool. People want to come to me, but I'm not. If I was trying to make it my thing, I got a team that I can meet with, and I can tighten up all kind of shit. Right? It's just like a tool in the toolbox. So I'm not. They'll tell you half the shit unless you send it to me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I
right.
ain't policing what motherfuckers doing.
Mm-hmm.
R&B was reading me some shit that a lot of shit I've never heard. I don't know where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know some niggas turn into a character, bro. Go on here, nigga name, what's that weird nigga? I forgot that nigga. Freddie Roosevelt. Freddie Roosevelt, he be beating and shit, but Freddie Roosevelt, right? But you want to see a character? This nigga Scarface, Tupac, Michael Jordan, whatever on his PTR, he turns into that individual, right? And guess what? The people are entertained by the shit, bro. They entertained, but they know they finna go here, so finna be hollering and screaming, noises and all kind of. That's it. But they entertained by it.
But
My
can't
woman,
entertainment.
this woman's an ordained minister. She used to go to the trenches before me and sit in the goo just to be entertained about that with the outlandish savage that was coming out of their mouth.
Got you.
Like a real ordained minister. So it's like, did she believe it? She didn't know what to believe. She just know the shit was funny, and it taught her how to fight back if she got into a situation on the app. That's it. I went over there for nephew and them, and I done picked up some bad habits. Right? So they find it funny. Trenches think it's funny.
But can't entertainment get a person indicted? That's just my question.
You got, okay, this is the thing. Okay, yes, it can get you indicted. But can they prove that that's real?
No.
You get what I'm
But if they,
saying?
like you said, if they doing an investigation, like you said, like, right? If they doing an investigation,
Bro, let me
we
tell
don't know
you something.
Okay.
On this app, when Luce Cannon said what he said about Meek Mills, right? Okay, I got a call from my Philly team. With Philly, my man Levels from Philly, TP Bay from Philly, a lot I know from Philly, right? Dawu, all of them, right? They say, Wack, we hearing this thing. You know you got to let us come up, speak our piece. Cool. I let them all come up in there, 6, 7 of them. Luce Cannon come up in there. They battle they point. I'm listening. It's about 500 people in there. I intentionally didn't tell Levels about it because I didn't want Levels to come in there to content up, because Levels going to come in there on some Clubhouse shit, and I got 7 raw, uncut niggas that's battling for no reason. Because Meek Mills never got robbed. How do I know? I see the niggas with him. The niggas with him ain't gonna let him get robbed. You understand what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. You could go find content of me in Philly with these same niggas. In Philly, with TV and the rest of them, I know these niggas. You got the niggas twice. If you think you gonna rob it, is with them, right? But guess what? They running their shit back and forth, right? So at the end of the day, if you think about it,
Right.
no money was ever exchanged. He said Rick Ross gave Big U the money, right? He never saw it.
Right.
Now did Big U tell him that? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, right? But I do know this. Rick Ross and Meek Mills have never went and filed a police report about they was robbed. I know exactly what happened in the situation. How? Because I know the 3 people that handled the situation. One of my good friends I do overseas business with, another nigga named Rock the World, and another nigga named something else, right? I don't bring his name up, right?
Right.
All these dudes are Sunni Muslims, right? So I know what happened. So when they look into the Luce Cannon shit, they ain't gonna find nothing there. Because it's a thing called trolling. He said P. Diddy, he said he was at a Diddy party, right? And he was walking down the hallway and he heard some loud noise. Now follow me, Benedict. He heard some loud noise from a man. And he said he kicked the door in and Puff Daddy called Winslow for pepper. Now, what's wrong with this story? First of all, do you think a street nigga is gonna hear a man moaning and kick the door in?
No.
Do you really think Puff calls Winslow old ass?
No.
Now let me tell you what happened. Because he used P. Diddy name when the P. Diddy shit going on and called Winslow name, the shit went viral. It went so viral, called Winslow walking out the store and TMZ say, hey man, did you hear what Luce Cannon? Ding, ding, ding. TMZ can call Winslow and say, hey man, did you hear what Luce Cannon said about you and Puffy? Call Winslow said, to my surprise, I don't know this man, which lets me know he didn't heard the motherfucking content. Guess what that did to Luce Cannon's name in the algorithm?
Of course, it's up there.
Bro, now if niggas is taking this shit serious, man, so be it.
That's the thing. Some people take this shit serious.
Bro, I mean, listen, my nigga.
A lot of people. Yeah.
I mean, some people took Jim Jones serious. They drunk the punch, nigga. They died, right? That's on them.
Damn.
You get what I'm saying?
Damn.
I mean, what the you
People
want me
gotta
to
know
say?
this though. Some of these dudes on the street, they don't know this. They don't know how the entertainment shit work on the internet. They don't know. They just
Huh?
getting in it.
That
You
Jim
feel me?
Jones line went over their head. Wow.
You know how
Who
the
I
Jim
got in
Jones
here?
with the punch when the
Where
people went to
Tar at?
Guyana and drunk the
Where
punch in
Tar
Guyana.
at?
I know what you're talking about.
Where Tar at? Tar in here? All right, man.
What
I
up,
thought I
Wack?
Tar, where my money at? I sent you that money. You say you was giving me my money back 2 weeks ago, right? You
Yeah.
called me talking about your lights. You want to buy some carrots for your fucking soup, okay? And see, Benedict, I just made all that up, right? Now, if you took it serious, it's laughy faces going on. It was entertaining. But what you gonna say, bro? Like, what you want us to tell y'all? Do we gotta start putting up what's the shit the movies do? Um, this is non-fiction, a fictional. This is non-fictional
Disclaimers.
content. Like, what? Like,
You
yo,
know,
bro, that takes away from it.
you know why some people can't catch on? Because sometimes you do it for entertainment and then some of you real. And then you mix it. So people don't really know whether you telling a lie or you telling the truth. So
That's the
now when they trying to
point.
That's
give it
what
blame,
makes it good content.
but the people from the streets don't know the internet, right? Is what I'm trying to say. They don't get it like that. You understand it because you've been in it a long time. Not even on just doing the podcast stuff. You done manage people. You be with the rappers. You in a lot of businesses.
You
You
Benedict,
got a
better
lot of
watch
catch
stuff
this.
up,
Hey,
going.
nigga.
Benedict, you ever met Beast, Benedict?
Who?
Beast, you ever met Beast? Where Beast at? Beast in there?
Yo, what up, Wack?
Beast, talk to Benedict.
Hey,
Just treat him
Benedict, do
like,
you know Wack100 or do you know CK Wack?
We know
talk to Benedict.
from the
Yo,
internet.
talk
We
to
know
him.
Wack
Treat
100.
Benedict like he just disrespected the queen. Watch this, Benedict. Talk to him, Beast.
Oh, you bitch.
Benedict, you know you ain't disrespecting nobody, right? But look at the chat. They laughing, right? You see, nigga, listen, man, we here to entertain.
I get all that, man. But the corner
Man,
guys.
listen, man, it's tell the
But you
streets
know,
stay
look,
for YouTube. We in the YouTube streets, my nigga.
I got you.
Okay? We in the YouTube streets. If you bringing your, that's just like y'all street who want to go in the corporate building and try to tell them how it's supposed to go. We don't adapt to y'all. We get away from y'all. You get what I'm saying? You don't bring that stench and that filth over here. We're having fun. All right? We're having fun now.
I
If you
got you.
can't figure it out, if you thought you told a putty cat, you did, that's on you, bro. But the rest of us, we show here day after day, around, hoping to hear beats go off, hoping to hear Wack throw a tantrum, right? Hoping to
Mm-hmm.
hear Naughty tell what he gonna do to this other. This is what we
Mm-hmm.
show up for now. If you saying, yo, Wack, that shit was believable, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Give us a round of applause. We entertained you.
Well, I guess it's a lesson for street people
Now let's
just
get back to the
to know.
content.
Go ahead, go
Prince,
ahead.
are you ready? Prince, are you ready? We need to get back to the content getting juicy. Where'd Prince go?
I'm ready.
There we
Hold
go.
on.
Prince,
Hold on.
you ready?
Yeah, hold
Prince
on.
been shooing that dude. Prince, keep doing your
Let's
thing.
get back to
Prince
this
been reading like an
motherfucker.
Israelite
He
at
been
camp.
on his
Prince
shit.
been reading like an Israelite at camp.
Now hold on, Cap. We ain't doing no recruiting. That's out, bro.
Uh-uh.
We leaving
That's
Prince over
listen.
there
When
with
he
the
was speaking, it
military,
was
bro.
inspiring me. When he
We
was
leaving
speaking, I
Prince
was
over
like,
there with the military. Oh, baby, look who on dot. Look who on the float. Look at this bit that you can't stand. See him right there.
Oh, well, I
Oh,
can't stand him. That's my friend.
who S dot?
Yeah, that's my favorite character.
Dot, I ain't seen that nigga in 19 months. And that nigga been on the Ozempic. He been on Ozempic. He lost all his weight. S dot that lost 150 pounds off Ozempic.
On
Nigga,
that
shut the
Ozempic diet, he on that Ozempic diet. That's not.
Hey, Spies, y'all go make
yo.
an S dot with the Ozempic body.
As soon as you say, yo, look who hit the floor.
You gotta kind of know what's, cause we're coming in and be telling the story. Today we just reading real paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you know, we majority of times we read what's going on in the world. Or you may have something going on in Harlem, right? Maybe some
Mm-hmm.
kids, or someone out of child care, and you wanted to get out there. You come in, we pin
Mm-hmm.
it up, we talk about it. Media team takes it, sends it to the YouTube street. Somebody in your local neighborhood hears and sees about it. It brings awareness. So we have fun with it. We use it as
Mm-hmm.
an outlet. We be serious
Mm-hmm.
about it. We got
Right.
15 rooms over here. We got
Right.
relationship rooms. We got all, they got a weird room I'm scared of, like witches and we talking about crazy over there.
Mm-hmm.
Petrified
Hey,
and
Not too
shit.
much.
You
not too
see
much
that?
on the
Yeah,
cussing.
Now you might want to go over there because you might be one of them with the hot wax. Me personally, I don't with it, but you might attract their attention. Keita Bug up there, you know she might be stalking you. You know what I mean?
You
Say hi
what?
to Keita Bug. Keita Bug, that's Benedict from East Harlem. He from the whole Harlem. He don't know
What's
what
up,
side he from.
Benedict? What's
What's
up?
happening?
What's
I
What's
up?
think
happening?
Bronx though, just claiming Harlem for real, cause he or he
See
might
now,
be
Wack.
from
Look,
Manhattan.
Wack. Come on.
He might be from 95th Street, almost
Yo,
Harlem.
Wack. I've been respectful. Come on, don't do that.
You might be from
What the hell?
95th Street, nigga.
Don't do
You
that.
from 95th Street, almost Harlem, nigga.
Wack been
Don't do
calling
that.
him
Don't do that.
Benedict. His name's
I
You
be
from
Benedict.
calling him.
95th
Oh,
and
I
first
said,
first
That name
half.
is
oh snap!
crazy,
So it's
yo.
Benedict or
Yo,
Yo,
Benedict.
listen.
the
Yo,
moral of the moral of the
what's
thing
going
is
on,
now. Before I go
Prince?
though, but the moral of the
What's up?
story is street guys stay off the internet. Basically, is what you telling me,
I mean, shit.
or know how you using your content so that you don't get in
No,
trouble.
that's right. I get what you're saying because a
Right.
lot of this indictment,
Mm-hmm.
especially on Luce, he said on the internet, but
Mm-hmm.
be trolling Luce, be saying all kind of crazy. You don't see the way I look at Luce, what he say.
Yeah, I be seeing it.
I just look at it.
Mm-hmm.
No, this
Look
the
at the
dude that was trying to implicate you in the chat earlier before you
No,
brought him
I was
up.
asking questions. I'll say, yo, Wack, how is it
Oh,
that you in certain
when I pull
situations?
him up.
But you explained exactly what it is. You doing it for entertainment, and other people ain't catching on, and they putting themselves in trick bags, and they not understanding what you like. The examples you just used, right? You just use a few examples to show you that this is entertainment. The other people that need to know that, they just need to, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was asking.
I mean, I think my people know when I'm trolling versus when I'm serious. They didn't learn me. But I believe the angle they taking on Loose Cannon for real, the reason why they took what he said serious, I don't believe they're trying to convict Loose Cannon of those crimes. I believe they're trying to say you did these crimes for the, what are they calling it? The Big U Enterprise?
Racketeer, the
No,
it's road
I,
to
Big U
66.
Enterprise.
yeah, I believe what they're trying to establish is Loose Cannon did these things for the Big U Enterprise. But where it's going to backfire is a lot of things he said he's done never happened. So if the action is non-existent, was it for the Enterprise?
And it's also documented that
Right,
Luce distanced
right,
himself from
right.
the Big U.
You get what I'm saying? So
100%, yeah.
now you got people that been doing it on me for years. They're going on a campaign just saying shit about your name. Now, if you believe it, some don't believe it. That's just what it is. So you know what I'm saying? So
I feel
it
you.
could have been Loose Cannon could have been like, you play with me, I'm gonna play with you.
Right.
Big U said, you ain't from the hood. Okay, nigga. You do this, you do that.
Mm-hmm.
You do this, you do that. You know what I'm saying? You the police.
Right.
Nigga, you called Nipsey, called me and told me Nipsey was dead 30 minutes before he,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? That shit still haunting Big U 13 months later.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So some
Yeah.
niggas play that game. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So,
Right.
you know, you got to know how to weed through it and
Got you.
understand what it is. You get what I'm saying? Uh,
Copy. Right.
so that's what that is. Prince,
Right.
what's up? What's going on, Prince?
I'm ready.
Let's get it going. Back on you. We reading the federal indictment. We picking up from where we left. This is the real deal paperwork. Big U has turned itself in. We played that content. We'll revisit it as we go. Go ahead on. It's on you, my brother. Let's get
Right, we're on page 64. Salute. Transportation of individuals in interstate commerce with intent that the individuals engage in prostitution in violation of the Mann Act and as racketeering activity. In November 2022, Henley paid Manny $1,000 to transport 3 women from the Central District of California to Las Vegas, Nevada, to engage in prostitution and other crimes under Nevada law, i.e., for example, pandering in violation of the Nevada Revised Statute Section 201.300, and prostitution outside of licensed house of prostitution in violation of Nevada Revised Statute Section 201.353. During the Title III wiretap, the FBI intercepted calls and text messages between Henley and Manny. These communications include a call between Henley Manley and an unidentified male when Henley talked about a Vegas trip and told the man on the phone with them that Manny go and make every bitch get naked right there. Get naked. Give my brother some head right now. And she gonna break down, go to work. Ain't no playing. Following the intercepted communications, the LAMFT VG, which is the interagency task force, investigators interviewed Manny in June of 2023 at her residence. In the interview, although she initially denied her involvement with pimping and pandering, Manny ultimately admitted to promoting prostitution, noting she was known for bringing the hoes. Manny says she did not consider herself a pimp, but created environments for women to do actions and make money. Manny told the task force she provided Henley with women as long as they were paid. That representation is corroborated by a series of intercepted calls from January 2023, when Manny says she was bringing when Manny says she was bringing 7 women to Henley, and after which Henley talked to Manny and others about her being upset when they do not get paid right away. According to Manny, she told her women, cash before smash. When investigators confronted her with an intercepted call between her and Henley on November 10, 2022, which is discussed below, Manny confirmed receiving a Zelle payment of $1,000 from Henley. She advised that the $1,000 payment was for her to close a food truck, accompany him to Las Vegas to cook food, and transport the women with her. This is corroborated by the intercepted messages and phone calls. At the end of the trip on November 18, 2022, Henley sent Manny a $500 payment on Zelle. At the interview, the task force investigators requested that Manny meet with them the following day at the FBI Los Angeles field office to download the contents of her cell phone. Manny was advised not to speak with Henley or anyone else about the interview. However, subsequent intercepted communications between Henley and others, including Manny, show that after Manny's interview, she met with Henley and other Big U Enterprise associates to discuss her interaction with law enforcement. Those calls started right after the interview, with an associate calling Henley demanding to talk to him immediately about him and Manny. On that call, Henley made sure that the caller kept Manny where she was so that Henley could meet up with her about it. The next day, Henley and Manny talked on the phone about what happened yesterday. For example, the day of her interview with the task force and the day she apparently met up with Henley. Manny asked Henley if he was okay and complained that they, presumably law enforcement, was just trying to paint a picture. Manny did meet at the FBI Los Angeles field office the day after her interview with the task force, as she had agreed to do, and has not otherwise cooperated with law enforcement since meeting with Henley following her interview. On the latter intercepted calls, Henley complained to associates about the task force meeting with Manny. For example, on June 29, 2023, an associate asked Henry if he received a photograph of the business card investigators left her 3 days earlier when they interviewed the caller about Henley, and told him they had asked about $95,000 she had deposited in her bank account per Henley's instructions. Unprompted, Henley told her they approached the woman he was having sex with, which was Manny, and talked to her about how Henley was trying to buy girls and be a pimp. Henley said he was stressed out and that his lawyer told him to stay off the phone. The next day, on June 30th, 2023, Henley told another caller that investigators had told Manny that she was going to be charged with sex trafficking based on the recording they had of Henley telling one of his partners that Manny can't find girls when they want to go out of town. Henley said, "So you're going to get me and say my crime is sending girls money for sex? Is that my crime? Adult girls too? You hear me? It's not like it's some kids. It's not like it's Adrian Broner. It's not like it's some kids. It's not like it's a boy, but talking about grown-ass woman." He didn't say the Adrian Broner part. That was me. So that was all the part about the pimping and pandering. Any questions on that? We can go over it. If not, we can continue.
Prince your truck.
For Unique Music, Henley is its CEO. He also controlled a business checking account in the name of Unique Music Entertainment Incorporated with Bank of America. In 2020, Henley defrauded the SBA of a $90,000 loan through the Unique Music account under the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program. The SDA administered the program to provide low-interest financing to SBAs affected by declared disasters. In or about March 2020, Congress passed the COVID Act, the CARES Act, which authorized the SBA to provide loans up to $2 million to eligible small businesses, right? To attain a loan, a qualifying small business was required to submit a loan application through the SBA's online web portal. In the loan application, the applicant was required to provide, among other information, the gross revenue for the 12 months preceding January 31st, 2020. As a part of the application and to be eligible to obtain the funding, the applicant was required to make certain certifications under penalty of perjury. The applicant was required to certify that all information in the application and submitted with the application was true and correct to the best of the applicant's knowledge, and that the applicant would submit truthful information in the future. The application included a warning that any false statement or misrepresentation to the SBA could result in criminal sanctions, including but not limited to fines, imprisonment, and or both. On June 16, 2020, Henry electronically submitted an application from Los Angeles for Unique Music, which the agent reviewed, in which he falsely represented that Unique Music had 2019 gross revenues of $500,000 and cost of goods sold of $300,000. The true financial records that were obtained through the course of the investigation show that these representations made Henley on application forms were indeed false. Based on the bank records, Unique Music was operating at approximately a $5,000 loss in 2019. Specifically, the total amount of money that came in was approximately $30,000, and the total amount of money that went out was approximately $35,000. Nevertheless, Henley claimed that Unique Music was operating at a $200,000 profit in 2019. Those fraudulent misrepresentations caused the SBA to give Unique Music a $90,000 loan, less than the $100 that was taken out as the application fee, and a $10,000 grant. In documents in response to a subpoena, newly created financial documents for Unique Music also show that the claims to the SBA are false, as the documents show Unique Music operating at negative 72.5% profitability and only $15,500 in total revenue. On June 24th, 2020, from Los Angeles, Henley electronically signed a loan agreement between Unique Music and the SBA, in which he certified that all representations in his application were true, correct, and complete. So we have a special note in here. It says, then on June 26, 2020, Henley accepted from the SBA a transfer of approximately $89,900 into the Unique Music account based on the fraudulent June 16, 2020 loan application and fraudulent June 24, 2020 loan agreement. On July 7, 2020, Henley accepted from the SBA a transfer of approximately $10,000 into the Unique Music bank account based on that fraud. The electronic transmissions of the documents and wire transfers of the funds travel between Los Angeles and other states. The investigation in this matter has also revealed that Henley has committed wire fraud through embezzling donations to developing options. For the purpose of executing his scheme to defraud, Henley transmitted and caused the transmission of multiple checks and transfers of items by means of wire communication in interstate or foreign commerce. As discussed below, the FBI and IRS CI have traced his embezzlement of funds that were paid by victims meant as charitable donations. I have reviewed bank records. This is the agent talking. The agent has reviewed bank records for Developing Options bank account. Henley's personal bank account, as well as donations and information provided by donors to determine the following. This is where they get into why they know that developing options was a front. Exhibit A. Henley embezzles $20,000 from a donation from a current NBA All-Star to developing options. That's Draymond Green. On August 20th, 2019, developing options received a $20,000 donation from a current NBA All-Star, Donor 1. The wire transfer identified the donation as for charity. Donor 1 confirmed he provided charitable donations to developing options. Henley, however, embezzled the entire $20,000 donation by transferring the funds into his personal checking account the day after developing options received the funds from Donor 1. Donor 1 was also heard on intercepted calls asking for confirmation of the charitable donation. Any questions on that?
No, sir.
Let's keep going. Henley embezzles $14,000 from a donation from Donor 2 to Developing Options. In early 2020, Developing Options received a $24,000 donation from Donor 2, an award-winning music publishing company. JB, let's figure out who that is. President of Donor 2, issued and signed the check dated January 31st, 2020, which cleared Developing Options bank account on February 3rd, 2020. Investigators interviewed Donors 2 custodian of records and CPA and received documentation for the following. JB believed the $24,000 donation will provide football equipment for a local not-for-profit organization and deducted $24,000 as a charitable donation on his personal tax returns. Instead, Henley embezzled $14,000 of the donation by transferring the funds into his personal checking account. Henley made that transfer one day after the donation check, which Henley endorsed on behalf of Developing Options. Donor 2 did not authorize any portions of the funds donated to Developing Options to be given to Henley personally. Any questions on that?
No, not at all.
Next one. Henley embezzles $15,000 from a donation from Donor 3 to Developing Options. On November 3rd, 2021, Developing Options deposited a $19,000 donation check from Donor 3, a popular online content platform. At the time, Donor 3 was helping Henley produce the Check-In podcast. The purpose of the payment was a donation to support the Crenshaw Rams youth football team. Donor 3 sent the donation in response to Henley's invoice on Developing Options letterhead, which FBI and the IRS agents obtained a copy of, stating that Developing Options was going to use the donation to purchase uniforms for the Crenshaw Rams youth football team. Instead, Henley embezzled $15,000 of the donation by transferring the funds into his personal checking account one day after the donation check cleared the Developing Options bank account. The agent confirmed that the Donor 3 check was from a JP Morgan Chase bank account utilizing servers outside of California and was deposited at a branch here in Los Angeles. The Bank of America utilized servers in Richardson, Texas. The same day, Henley transferred the money. From the Developing Options Bank of America account to his personal bank account, which again utilized servers in Richardson, Texas, to servers located in Los Angeles, California. Any questions on that? It's not real push. Henley embezzles $10,000 from a donation from Donor 4 to Developing Options. On March 21st, 2022, Developing Options received $10,000 from Donor 4 intended to support a food program paid for by Developing Options. According to the invoice from Developing Options, the meal program cost $5,000 for food from a restaurant on November 9th, 2021 and November 23rd, 2021. Developing option checks from his bank account show that actual cost paid for the meal program was $3,000. Henley did not personally fund the meal program from the restaurant. Developing Options sent the invoice dated February 2nd, 2022 to Donna Ford for $5,000 related to the meal program and $5,000 for administrative and office. On March 21st, 22nd, 2022, Developing Options received a $10,000 payment from Donna Ford. On March 28th, 2022, Henley transferred $10,000 to his bank account. The payment from Donna Ford was meant as a charitable donation and was not intended to be given to Henley personally. The FBI and the IRS confirmed that Donna Ford's check was deposited into the Developers Options account in the Los Angeles branch. The Bank of America branch utilized servers in Richardson, Texas. A week later, Henry transferred the money from the Developing Options Bank of America account to his personal Bank of America account, which again utilized servers in Richardson, Texas, to servers located in Los Angeles, California. Henry bezels $19,000 from a donation from Donor 5 to Developing Options. On September 21st, 2022, Developing Options received a $20,000 check from former NBA MVP. This is where they're saying this is Shaquille O'Neal, intended to support Developing Options and the Crenshaw Rams. On September 26th and 30th of 2022, October 7th and 11th of 2022, Henley transferred various amounts totaling $15,000 to his bank account. The payment from Donor 5 was intended as a charitable donation and was not intended to be given to Henley. The FBI and IRS CI have confirmed that the Donor 5 check was deposited into the Developing Options account in the Los Angeles branch. The JP Morgan Chase branch utilized servers outside of California. The further transfers again utilized JP Morgan servers outside of California. Henley embezzles $36,400 from a donation from Donor 6 to Developing Options. On November 8th, 2022, Developing Options received a $100,000 wire donation from Donor 6, a production company. The purpose of the payment was a donation to support the Crenshaw Rams youth football team by covering the cost of student athlete 24 in the Crenshaw Youth Football and Cheer Organization. Instead, Henley embezzled $36,400 of the donation by transferring the funds into his personal checking account and multiple transfers from November 10th, 2022 through December 1st, 2022. The donation was taken as a charitable donation on DT's of Donor 6 personal tax return. So Donor 6 initials is DT, Delta Tango. And he looks like a production company. So go figure that one out. Spies. The FBI and IRS have confirmed that the Donor 6 wire transfer was routed using FedWire service funds, which utilizes services in New Jersey or Texas, to the Developing Options bank account, which utilized servers outside of California. So we have a footnote here where the agent says they reviewed multiple letters written by, looks like SH, which is the wife, confirming charitable contributions to the Crenshaw Rams. In each, she states that the donation has covered one student athlete's costs, regardless of the amount, including up to $100,000. Okay. So once again.
So listen. Prince, I just want you to be truthful, bro. No punches. How many pages have you read of this indictment?
You're on page 74.
74, how many?
107.
Have I been mentioned anywhere in this as far as being a partner or conspiring or any? Have I been mentioned any of this? I think I was mentioned. I think somebody threatened me.
You've been hunted and threatened.
Yeah, you got
that's where I've been mentioned at. I haven't been. This is crazy. These niggas is crazy. Check this one out.
Well, we got like 30 pages left. Maybe we'll get to it.
Turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. He's actually got video and footage of it, so y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about Wack, Luce Cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all fired. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what he's saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He worked with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You're just guilty because somebody else don't like you and they go on the internet and do what they want to and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in though. Because I ain't did nothing.
Hold on, is this delusional? Is this delusional?
I ain't did
Absolutely.
nothing.
The nigga
Absolutely.
blame me.
I ain't do nothing, man.
I ain't do nothing, man.
Bro, he couldn't have attorneyed up. His attorney would have told him, hey, look, man, I'm looking at this indictment. They got you on boom, boom, boom. If this nigga is turning himself in, thinking this ain't about the grid program. We attacked you about the grid program. We attacked you about. We alarmed you about what was to come this month. We let you hear the people's voice. Them people work for you. They live with you. What is this saying that we did to get him arrested? Do this know that they told them people what time they left LA to go to Vegas? That they told them people they went to the Airbnb and got that man and left that boy in the ditch? Do he not know that nigga you was sending me over there to extort a nigga with federal money? Do he not know that they drove the taco truck that you was calling to bring some is cooperating with the feds? Talking about I drove to Cali to Vegas to get paid for some. What is this nigga talking about? They said, I told the feds to go to the people and cut off his funding. No, what I said was, it's gonna catch up with you. You working. Everybody know they throw away the rats. They always throw the rats away. Everybody knows this shit. Rat-a-tat-tat. You know what that means? You the rat. They gonna tat-tat at your ass when they done with you, rat. So I know, y'all listen, man. Flow is open. Tell me, we done we're at 75 pages of 107. We got 130, well, we got 25, 32 more. How in the saying, I gotta turn myself in because of Wack and 600. This nigga said 600 was at this house. He got the camera footage. No, you stupid. You got a video when they called 600. 600 woke me up this morning about 7 o'clock. He said the homie just calling me and they telling me they hit Big U house. I said 600, don't jump out there in the window till you know for sure. You don't want to be looking crazy. He said I'm finna go drive by there. Cool. He drove by there. That's him driving by. Ain't nobody even there. It looked like it's about 4 or 5 Fed cars, one Fed in the front, the rest of them in there. They talk about, I got the video footage to show 600 was there with the feds where they hit my house. Yeah, right. I hit at 4:30, nigga. 600 didn't know till about 6:45, 7 o'clock with one of them niggas that you think is your homeboys called you. You know why they called you? Because your dumb ass seen the feds on your cameras, on your Ring cameras, and wasn't none of your family there. I asked him, I wonder why wasn't none of his family there. Why didn't you have your family at the family house? I wonder why. I wonder why. Why didn't you have your family at the family house? Was it because you was alerted? This said, y'all heard Wack. Wack said he gonna take my contracts. What contracts? Weird. What's he talking about? Wack wondering, I don't know if you still had a contract. Now y'all see why I was saying how he still got a contract? This nigga been under investigation since 2021. How do you got contracts? How is the feds picking you up once, twice, 3 times, and you still got government funding coming, nigga? When they was ready to turn your TV off, they told everybody don't give you nothing. Now guess what he just told us, Prince? If you calling in to wonder where your funding went and they telling you the FBI told us to cease, and you got entertainment friends and you saying your entertainment friends is being contacted by the feds threatening them, what does that tell him?
The feds on your ass, boy.
If you hear a recording of some people you know that live with you and work for you saying that they found your DNA and you know they pulled your blood, you know all this. Is this nigga slow? His math don't math?
It definitely don't.
I don't
Ghost,
think it do.
he just told us the people was telling, the feds was telling the city not to give him the money no more. And they was calling his celebrity friends, threatening them. And then he heard a recording of the people saying they found his DNA up under my son's nails. They had to force him to give a blood test. Give up DNA. He don't know how to add nothing up.
That nigga sound like he about to cry, bro. That nigga sound like he just talking, bro. Been about to cry. You can hear it in his voice.
Bro,
you ain't never seen that submissive before on the internet.
That said, yeah, nigga, you the one told SKG, if you want me to drop the charges, come to the hood and get the fade.
Which is crazy.
You said that on the internet during Ramadan. That was during Ramadan when he said, you want me to drop the charges, come to the hood, get the fade. You said that. I ain't said that. Why he won't blame me? B. Why he won't blame me? Call what, B? He a call, he just won't blame me? No. That let me know he ain't even really got an attorney. His attorney would have pulled the work. If we can get to work, his attorney would have had to work.
You know how I know he ain't got no attorney too? Because in one of those videos, that nigga said, I hope the people that's supposed to look out for me gonna look out for me. That mean they ain't gave no money to their lawyer lit. You know the nigga broke as hell.
He was running around sending a non-affiliate, right? Vegas Big Chuck goes on some extortion missions and taking them with him on murder missions and put this nigga in a situation to where he gonna tell. That's on you, bro. That's crazy. That means he was desperate. I told you, we had ran away all his soldiers. Everybody, he was desperate. Anybody he can get to do, that's who he had doing it. The dude, bro. But I've been telling you, I said, bro, he not smart. And I done broke him all the way down. He ain't got none of that moving for him out there. I've been telling y'all. But let's get back to it. Let's see if somewhere in there they got a statement from old Wack. This nigga blaming me. Let's
get back to it, y'all. Henley embezzled $32,500 from a donation from Donor 7 to Developing Options. On December 13, 2022, Developing Options received $50,000 from a foundation, Donor 7, as a donation to pay the direct program costs and expenses of operating Developing Options, social justice programs and initiatives. Instead, between December 19, 2022 and January 3, 2023, Henley transferred $32,500 to his bank account in various denominations. Pursuant to the grant award letter from Donor 7, all grant funds were intended to be used to support Developing Options social justice programs and initiatives. However, no grant funds were meant to be given from Donor 7 to Henley personally. The FBI confirmed And the IRS have confirmed that donor 7 check was deposited into the developing options account in the Los area branch, which caused an electric wire from donor 7's PNC bank account outside of California and the JP Morgan Chase service outside of California. Now they get into bank fraud. In December 2022, Blanton was purposely working for Developing Options and drawing a salary from Developing Options. He was then denied a residential mortgage loan because he could not verify a specific amount of income to qualify. The agent reviewed the financial records showing a denial. Blanton then began working with Hines, a licensed loan officer in the Central District of California. On intercepted calls, Hines advised Blanton that his salary would need to increase for him to qualify for a loan. Blanton told Hines that he worked for Developing Options and that his uncle, i.e. Henley, was his employer. Hines then spoke with both Henley and Martin as the CEO and CFO of Developing Options, respectively, on further intercepted calls about fraudulently inflating Blanton's salary temporarily to support his loan application. On January 13, 2023, Henley and Martin did so by purposely to pay Blanton $6,500 in non-employee compensation, which comes with its own tax form for verification. However, as shown in calls, Blanton actually paid Henley back the $6,500, so it was not true compensation.
Yeah, love, this shit finna go crazy. This shit finna go crazy.